Okay, it's 46 degrees outside, and right now I'm on my way to the premier ride of the city of Detroit, which is the Mother's Day ice cream ride.
Every day we celebrate, we don't need a reason. Every day is like...
I got a chance to sit down with Tom Paige, who is the originator of the ice cream ride, and talk to him about its importance. Okay, today we're here with Thomas Paige, and we're going to talk about his Mother's Day ice cream ride.
Yes.
So,
Good
Tom,
afternoon.
how long ago did we get this started?
I would say it was about 10 years ago was when the annual Mother's Day ice cream ride started.
And how did you come about?
You know, it's interesting. I think it was really a combination of a number of different things that led me to it. I'm a very avid urban bicyclist, and one of the treats of urban bicycling is stopping at little cafes, bike shops, as well as ice cream shops. So particularly if you've done a pretty vigorous ride, it's always a fun thing to do. And I recall there was an article in one of the local newspapers, and the article was about what they called the iconic ice cream parlors of Detroit. And I read the article, and I was actually mad, because there wasn't one of those iconic ice cream parlors that was actually in the city of Detroit. And I know the city better than that, and I know that there are those parlors, so it set me out in terms of to discover some of them. And one of the things that I discovered was that Southwest Detroit, particularly, was one of the best places to experience ice cream. The variety, the cost, the culture of Southwest Detroit. So that was part of it too. So I started documenting and started making sure to go out of my way to visit these ice cream parlors. So there was one year, and I was talking to some of my cycling friends, some women, and Mother's Day was coming up, and I just casually, just in conversation, asked one, and I asked another, and then another. I said, "What, any plans for Mother's Day?" And I said, "No." I said, "You don't? Any family here?" "No, I don't have any family here." One said, "I don't have any kids." One says, "No, my kids are in Denver." One said, "The kids are away and they don't talk to each other." I said, "So what are you going to do?" I said, "Nothing." And I said, that's wrong. It just struck me really as wrong that a mother should be alone on Mother's Day. And I said, "Hey, we're biking. We're family. Our bicyclists are a family in and of themselves. So why don't we do a ride for mothers?" Then from that I started thinking, well, what did I really enjoy as a child with my mother? And I was going out for ice cream. I don't even think she'd tell my followers, we're going to go out for ice cream. And it was such a treat. You know, there weren't ice cream parlors everywhere, so you'd have to go to like old Hudson's or Kresge's or something like that. And it was always just such a treat, and it was one of my fondest memories of going out with my mother and having ice. There's another one, Burke's Igloo and Hamtramck. And so it accomplished all of those things. It was just fun. It was the mothers out doing stuff. It was eating ice cream, discovering new places, and new friends. And so that's really how it came about. And one of the things that I did find I think is interesting. Not everybody has good memories about their parents. I think that's really important to realize. And so I really sort of changed from that, rather than saying everybody share something about their mother, is that I went around and have everybody at least, what's your mother's name? This is about your mother's name. And you can share something on the ride if you like. And it was really sort of fun. People say, "Well, that's a cool old name. You don't have many Bernices anymore," that kind of thing. And so the names were really fun. That in and of itself was really fun. So that's how I evolved that too. And then I would have during the ride. I had a basic format of my rides would be, at the beginning particularly, as well as during the ride, is to introduce yourself to somebody you didn't know before this ride started and share one thing. And so it might be your favorite ice cream or your favorite holiday or something about yourself. And you would hear people do it and they'd start giggling and laughing and they're making new friends. And I said, this is beautiful. So it was exercise, it was ice cream, it was exploring the city, it was making new friends. What's wrong with that? Yeah. Is there anything better? I mean, I don't think there's anything better. So that's basically the story of the ice cream ride. We don't charge anybody, we just do it, we just enjoy it. You don't have to have ice cream, you don't have to like ice cream, just show up. And I'll never forget one of the times we had a group and there were a bunch of international people. There was an international group in Detroit, and so they had their spoons. I gave them their spoons, and and they say, okay, the count of 3, hold them up, and in your own language, say ice cream. And so they all said ice cream. In your language, they said, that is our language. Everybody in the world say ice cream. So I want to support our small businesses, and it's so gratifying in so many different ways. So that's the story of Tom's Mother's Day ice cream rides.
I arrived a little early, so I decided to pick up 2 large oatmeal raisin cookies. Here I am arriving at the meetup location in Techtown. Your name?
Hi, I'm Adrian Grace. 3 years.
And why is it important to you to ride on this day?
In memory of my mom.
Tell me a little bit about your mom.
Well, she liked biking, was limited on what she could do, so one day she bought herself one of those big 3-wheelers and got about with that and enjoyed the ride.
Hi, I'm Kevin. My mom is Marilyn. She's 93 years old. She has a bike. She's still not as much, but has a bike, rides and golfs and gets around. She was born in Wisconsin. They moved to Michigan. She grew up in South Lyon. All the stories from my mom and dad, they go back to, living on the farm, and they remember when they got electricity. They remember when they got their first car. Mom, love you.
Okay. What brings you on the ride?
Good friends, ice cream, and a good bike ride, right?
Okay. Yep.
My name is Patricia Funtik.
And tell me, why are you on the Mother's Day ride?
Because it's an opportunity to ride with friends, have ice cream, spend some time with my son and my husband.
Is it really special to be out with your son today?
Oh yeah.
My name is Lisa.
Okay, and your mom's name?
Juanita.
Juanita?
On the ride, I love ice cream. And because I don't have kids, I don't have any Mother's Day things going on. My niece and nephew are with their moms, so here I am.
Is this your first ride?
No, I think it's maybe my third or fourth Mother's Day ride. It's a free ride, it's a nice day, it's good company, and it's always nice to ride with her.
I am now riding on Michigan Avenue. These brick pavers are 100 years old and has stood the test of time.
There's some seats back there.
As I ride through Wayne State, I just want to say thank you to Tom Paige and all the participants. This day turned out to be a great day for a Mother's Day ride. If you're not close to Detroit and participate in this Mother's Day ride, consider starting one of your own. Your mother would be greatly appreciative. I want to thank Katie of Give Thanks Bakery for the use of her facility. Thank you, Mom. I can use your support. Please smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. It helps the channel more than you know. And click that notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Also consider buying me a $5 cup of coffee at the link in the description.